friends, this is Pratisha Tripathi, and in my today's lesson I am going to talk about bootstrapping grids. Okay, in my last lesson I have explained you about what are different modules and different features of Bootstrap. Today I am going to focus on a very important topic that is called as grids. Okay, now what are grids, what are different types of grids, what are stacked and horizontal grids, and examples of grids is explained in this particular lesson. So let's get started. Okay, what are grids? Okay, grids are nothing but the way a particular web page is displayed on a screen. For example, if you have a laptop, compare the web page on a laptop and on a mobile phone. The screen size is different, but your web page looks the same way as it looks like your laptop. So, although the size is different, but the image or the web page which is opened in the same way, will have all the information in the same way. How does it happen? It happens because of Bootstrap grids. Whenever any web developer builds a web page, he or she doesn't think that it has to only open on a laptop. He or she has to keep in mind that this web page can be open on laptop, on tabs, on desktops, on mobile phones, anywhere. So they include Bootstrap grid feature to make it more compatible, so that whichever is the screen size, whichever is the resolution, it is easily opened in that particular way. So it is called as Bootstrap grid. Now in Bootstrap grid, these are the different classes which it has. For XS is for extra small. So whenever a mobile is used, so extra small grid is used. For tablet it is just small. For desktop it is medium, and for larger desktop it is larger. So LG means larger. So like this, only these four classes, using these four classes, a particular grid is decided as per the requirement of the device. If the device is very small like a mobile phone, extra small. If it is little big, small, medium and large. Now whenever we are working with grids, we have to follow certain rules. Okay, every grid will have certain rules that we have to always keep in mind. So whether it is extra small, small, medium or large, we have to follow certain rules for every grid composition. So the very first is, it should have a dot container class. So rows must be placed within dot container, okay, for alignment or a padding. So we do not work with columns, we work with rows. Okay, so it should always be placed inside dot container. Then dot row, predefined classes like dot row, okay, are available for making grid layouts. So whenever you make a grid layout, this will be by default will be there. Then dot rows means the padding is offset in rows for first and last column via dot rows. So like for example, you make a table. Now this is one row created, so there will be a space between one and second row. So that is there, and this is what, these are column. Okay, these are for the columns. That means, for example, whenever you work with columns, you may have many number of columns that you can define over here. So it should have a container class, it should have number of rows, there should be a padding between rows, and there should be a column. So this is the rule that is applied to all the classes. Okay. Now stacked to horizontal. Okay, what is this? Stacked and horizontal, these are the different things. So first we are going to start with stacked to horizontal. So we will create a basic grid system that start out stacked on mobile, that is small devices, before becoming horizontal on desktop. So the device, when you open a web page on a mobile, how it looks stacked, that means embedded upon something, okay, and it becomes horizontal when you will open it on the desktop, because the screen size is different. So stacked to horizontal means what? Two column layout, meaning 50% will be stacked and 50% will be horizontal. Like means 50% will be like this and 50% will be like this. That is called as stacked to horizontal. Now whenever you are developing this particular program, you have to build a program in dot container class, as we have explained in my earlier class is that it should have dot container. Every row will be placed in dot container class. Same way here also. And what is dot container fluid? You can turn the layout by changing to dot container class to container fluid. That means if you will just write dot container, it will open like this, but as soon as you will write dot container fluid, it will be stretched, full width will be given and it will open like this. So that is why it is called as stacked to horizontal. Stacked means from this to this. So 50% will be this and 50% will be horizontal. Okay. Now bootstrap grid small. Now whenever you are working with bootstrap, we have different classes that I have explained in my first slide. Now whenever you are making a grid for small devices that means for example for your cell phones, okay, or for any other small features, any device which is having small screen. So for that a layout is 25% by 75% for small devices. Okay, it is 25% by 75%. So small devices are defined as having a screen width from 768 pixels to 991 pixels. So the very first statement, column dash sm dash asterisk, this is the class which is used for small devices. So whenever you are working with small devices, always keep in mind that this is the class which is used, okay, for small devices. So now in down I have explained you one scenario, or I have explained you that how this is the code that we are using for creating the grids for small devices. Okay, you can decide the color, column size you can define, okay, what you want to include as a text you can define over here, but this is the class that we have to always include in the small devices. Then we have bootstrap for medium. Now for medium devices like tablets, okay, devices like tablets are neither very big nor very small, it is medium. So this is the class we have to include. So for medium it is again 25% by 75%, but the screen width is 992 pixel to 111.99 pixel, 1199 pixel. So this is the class we have to include whenever we are making a bootstrap grid for medium devices. Okay, now this is the way it is defined and it is used. Then we have for the large. So if we are working with large like desktop or laptops, it is 50% by 50%. This is the class we use and this is another class. So medium also can be included and large can also be included. So for large the size is width from 1200 pixels and above. Okay. Then these are the different examples. Say this is called as equal grids. These are four equal columns. The size is same for all the columns. This is unequal. Okay, this is unequal. The size is different, and this is called as two columns. Okay, two unequal columns. So different columns, different grids, different views. I hope this lesson is interesting. It was a very small and easy lesson. Just a quick review of what is grids and how we can use in different types. So thank you for watching my lesson. I hope you like my lesson. Kindly give us your feedback so that I can revert to your problem. Kindly please like my lesson and share it as much as you can. Thank you for watching my tutorial.